Hello and welcome to the 2021 Great Lakes Regional Championship. My name is Mary Kimball. I am USQ's Executive Director, and I will be guiding you through this game tonight. This is Columbia College Chicago versus University of Rochester. They are in Pool C. This is Columbia's final game of the day, but University of Rochester's second to the last game of the day. Both teams have had mixed records from what I can see. Columbia College going 1-2, and U of R going 0-2. Thank you so much for joining us, and the game has started. Rooms up. It looks like Columbia has opted for quaffle. There's a pass to a chaser on the side, passes it back to number 3 from Columbia, passes it to 88. University of Rochester is pressing in there with the wrap, passes it to another Columbia chaser who is beat, number 33, 23 with Rochester has the ball. There is an attempted wrap from Columbia, but it does not succeed. University of Rochester passes it to the back, doing a bit of a box, but it is retrieved by Columbia. Now number 33, their keeper, Connor Flatley, has it. Columbia chaser bringing it up the center field now. Makes a long pass. It is intercepted by University of Rochester, who chooses not to fast break as there is a Columbia beater in the way. Smart move. I am joined once again by Scott Rain. Hello, Scott. Welcome to this game.
Thanks for being patient with me, Mary. Some folks were coordinating rides and cars and making sure everyone can get to where they need to go. Some people are wrapping up their days, but we are not. We are still here.
We are still here.
There is Quidditch to be played. Right now, as I'm sure Mary has shared already, it's Columbia Quidditch Chicago versus Rochester from New York.
Two teams that might not normally see each other until nationals, so it's very interesting that this is happening.
I think this has probably been one of my favorite parts of this regional, is just how many different teams are able to see each other today from different regions that you wouldn't see otherwise. Makes for some great games, things that you wouldn't normally get to see otherwise. I believe that is Jeanette High, head ref for this match, dishing out a yellow card. So that's going to be a yellow card on number 88 for Columbia. That is Charles Hyder. Colin Gaines got bludger. They're joined by Juliana. Number 12. Columbia's got bludger control. Connor is rushing back to tag up. University of Rochester is going to walk the quaffle up. Definitely keep an eye on number 35, Michael Perrell. Hell of a quaffle player in a couple games that I've watched today, so expect the ball in their hands a lot. Ashton playing some point defense, supported by Juliana. Number 57, Malcolm Orange beating for Rochester. Ashton gets the wrap up, brings Mike down. Mike's able to get back up. Owen steps up. Mike's charging. Connor stops the shot. Connor hands it off to Owen to get a sub, and Columbia shuts it down. Score is still 0-0. Anything with like chicken or like a burger.
I'll give you some options. Columbia attempts to score. It does not go through, and now I believe number 30 or 33 has the ball, bringing it up for University of Rochester.
I believe that's number 35, Michael Perel,
Gotcha.
keeper. Mike is joined by number 23, Sam Hauser, number 42, Fiona Gaffney, and there's one more that I can't quite get the number on, but the chaser on the far side at the top. I'm going to say that's number 30, Kayla White. Bludgers are exchanged. Nice block. Sam recovers. Sam misses a shot. But Fiona recovers the quaffle. Lots of balls flying all over the place in that exchange. And in the wreckage, Fiona arises with the score. Number 42 for Rochester. We get a blue card. Quaffle turnover in the hands of Fiona. That is Charlie's second card of the game. First one being a yellow, this one being a blue. Malcolm Orange for Rochester is going to pick up this bludger. Gets it to their partner.
All right, defense.
That is beater number 16, Madeline Forham. Beats out Juliana, recovers control for Rochester. And they get the score out of it. Rochester is on the board first. Did that? Oh, there it is. So just to clarify, the score scored by Fiona earlier was good. The score now by Rochester is also good. All possible by beater number 16, Madeline Forham. Gets the beat, clears the lane, and we get control out of it. Let's see how Columbia responds. The quaffle's in the hands of number 2, Ross Palmer. Little shimmy, a little shake, a little juke, and a shot. Ross answers back, putting Columbia on the board. Score is 10-20. Rochester is up. Juliana gained some feedback from Coach Tad Walters. Besides coaching Quidditch, Tad has quite the variety of interests and hobbies. He's a comedian, he's a chef, and just a good guy. Shout out to Tad Walters.
Fun fact also, Columbia College is building a scholarship program for Quidditch players. So if you want to support them, I believe they have information on the school's website. Scholarship programs for Quidditch players are rare. It is great to see Columbia investing in the program in this way.
That's a hell of a fun fact to share. Back to the action. Mike Pereiro will bring the quaffle up for Rochester. Gets hit by Juliana, exchanging of bludgers. Quaffle's on the ground. Colin Gaines attempting to guard the quaffle. Fiona picks it up, gets it to Sam Hauser. Hauser's running down. Ashton's in the way. Met with adversity. Owen recovers the quaffle, gets it to Ross. Ross loses the quaffle and the whistles are blown. Looks like Ashton's slow to get up. As Ashton Johnson, number 4 for Columbia. Good, that's awesome to see Ashton able to get up of their own accord. I know they were dealing with a hip thing earlier this week. Doesn't seem to be bothering him now. She's been running around all day. Jeanette High is joined by Chicago United's own Alec Powers and Dana Dana, I'm sorry I can't pronounce your last name. I know it begins with an N. Owen misses a shot. Fiona gets beat. Ross loses the quaffle. Jeanette clarifying why Ross needs to tag up and go back to the hoops. I didn't quite hear, but I trust Jeanette. Jeanette is also joined by, I believe that is Christian Barnes?
Yeah.
Love Christian. Christian's good people. Christian took a trip to Chicago. I wasn't able to see him. I wasn't feeling great, but they were at Riot Fest. They had a good time. Sam Hauser, number 23 for Rochester, will handle the quaffle. Beaters for Rochester are number 3, number 16, Emma Olmstead and Madeline Forham. Sam still has the quaffle. Fiona's up top. Mike's down low. Fiona passes it to, I think that's number 30, Kayla White. Charlie not slowing down despite the chilly call from his team. Fiona's slow to get up. That is number 42 for Rochester. For those at home, Gramps has misplaced their hat. Player for Boom Train, ref for many a games, these tournaments and others. We'll keep you updated on Gramps' misplaced hat. Along with his game versus Rochester and Columbia, the score is still 20-10. Rochester is up. Refs explaining the protocol and how the game will resume. And then we will go from there. And we are back. Colin Gaines and Juliana Lakomsky, beating pair for Columbia with bludger control. Mike hands the quaffle off to Sam Hauser for Rochester. Bludgers are on the ground and Rochester recovers them. Charlie taking an opportunity, gets beat.
Looked like it might have been beat before, but maybe just saw it funny. They did not, head refs didn't call it. So.
Charlie's done it a couple of times today, just unsure of what to do with the ball when they're beat.
Well, you know, part of me thinks that if you're about to throw it in, you kind of have natural motion on your side, I would say just go for it. If I'm about to advocate for something inherently very, very illegal, please don't listen to me. But my thinking is, what if you're that close to the hoop and the bludger didn't bounce against you, it actually bounced against a hoop, or it bounced hard against the ground and you didn't feel it but you heard it? I don't know.
I guess in the grand scheme of things, Charlie's not wrong for taking that attempt. Quaffle is in the hands of Evelyn for Rochester. Evelyn's driving, pump fakes, gets caught up, dishes it out to Ashley Wilson, number 26. Ashley is down. I want to make a correction to roster name pronunciation. Number 30, Kayla White, goes by Sailor. I apologize, Sailor. I will do better to make that correction. Ross charging. Big hit. That was a good attempt by Malcolm. I think that was, no, not Malcolm. That is Zach Pressman. Zachary Sobel Pressman, number 53 of Rochester, attempting to slow down Ross is unsuccessful. Ross, I think, has the 2 lone goals for Columbia right now, tying it up 20-20. Mike charging. Gets wrapped up. Close. No cigar. Mike loses the quaffle. It's a turnover. Columbia will recover. Juliana hustling to get that bludger. Rochester currently has control. Looks like Juliana had some ref-related questions. Dana's explaining things. Dana, a product of the ISU Firebirds out in Normal, Illinois, now playing club Quidditch for Chicago United and reffing. Dana doing a lot of Quidditch things. Payne with a flying bludger beat. No mercy. Ugh. Payne's just ripping these bludgers. And in the process is able to get control for Columbia. Mike has the quaffle for Rochester. Getting a lot of minutes these days. They're joined by Evelyn at Chaser. And Zach, number 53. Get Evelyn to Zach. And that is good. Evelyn gets the assist. Zach gets the score. Tyler Harding wasting no time to get in transition. Passes it off to Mel. But it's picked up by Marcus Bailey. Marcus high pass over the top of the hoop. Tyler recovers. Mel's attempting to pick up the loose quaffle. It looks like it might be recovered by Mike Perel, 35 for Rochester. Quite a few sub changes just now for Columbia. We got the beater pair of Juliana and Payne J. We got Mel. We got Marcus at chasing. We got Tyler at keeper. And we also got Anaya at chaser. Got a couple of new beaters out there for Rochester. We got number 18, Shara Hurst. And then we also got, as soon as I can get their jersey to turn a little bit.
Number 35 making a break for it. Passes long. It is blocked by number 1 on Columbia.
Tyler Harding.
57 or 52 tries to recover it. There is a kick of a bludger way off pitch. It is going far away into the dark. We have a stoppage of play. Not sure what for.
I think Dana's going to call that as that kick should not have gone all the way all over there. I think Peyton would argue that they were attempting to kick the beater of Rochester. Still learning a little bit about beater plays, but every now and again I feel like there's times where beaters can make throws and plays that aren't really intended at folks, but can be used to their advantage to just get that bludger out of the way. But Dana's going to talk it over with the refs. Maybe you can make an argument that Payne didn't need to use that much force with the attempted kick beat. I don't know if that's a thing for bludger folk. Looks like there's no call on the play. To clarify, Simone Spandu is the other beater for Rochester, number 37, joined by number 23 18 Shara Hirsch. Shara Hirsch is tagging up at the moment. Columbia is bringing up their bludgers, giving Tyler some support. Tyler's looking for a pass, gets it over to Anaya. Columbia's going 1.5. What a look!
Score is now tied, I believe, 30-30.
We got a stoppage of play, so there's a lot that just happened. Let's explain it. You would have saw number 11, Peyton J of Columbia, intentionally throw their bludger back towards their side In the quiz roll, we would call that the 1.5 strategy. Basically, we're giving up that bludger. The other team can't claim immunity, and that allows Columbia. Mel giving me a wave. Chaser for Columbia, number 7. Essentially, what that does for the beaters is allows them to go make some contact and wrap people up to get the bludger that Rochester had, which is what Payne attempted to do. And in the process, Anaya Dillard, number 13 for Columbia, was able to dish it out to number 22, Marcus Bailey, for the score for Columbia. It looks like the refs are signaling everyone to go chill out, hang out their benches, while the beater from Rochester is getting looked at. That looks like that is number 37, Simone Spandu. Probably got some contact from that 1.5 approach from Columbia. Hopefully they're able to recover and get up at some point, but there's no rush. We want to make sure that they are safe enough to get up on their own, or if they need support, we can find a way to do that too. I'm gonna see if I can look up some scores from the day. I know we've been attempting to post them on one of these spreadsheets that is put together. Let's see if I can find it.
I can pull up scores for you. What are you looking for?
Oh, I was just gonna add some things while we're in the middle of a pause in the game.
Michigan beat MSU 140 to 105. Penn State lost to Blue Jay 105 to 180, and it looks like the Miami versus Pitt game is still ongoing.
Gotcha. Okay.
We do have one more game after this. After these two are done, we have Miami versus University of Rochester. It was scheduled for earlier in the day.
So Rochester's going to have to play back-to-back games.
And Miami, too.
And Miami, because you just said Miami's over there right now against Pitt.
Yep.
Okay. That's going to be an interesting game. Two teams that are having to play right now and then have to play back-to-back. It looks like everyone is returning to the pitch. Columbia has bludger control. They're going to run their dual male beater set. Payne J, number 11 for Columbia, joined by partner in crime Nivash, number 10. Rochester's going to walk the quaffle up in the hands of their keeper, number 26, Ashley Wilson. Ashley got some height. Beat by number 18, Shara Hirsch. Goal is no good. Payne is able to beat out one of their chasers and maintain bludger control. Dana hustling down to the other side of the pitch.
All right, Columbia.
With a little help from the Rochester quaffle players, Tyler's able to get that score for Columbia, making it 40-30. Columbia continues to utilize that 1.5 strategy. Kick beat by Rochester's beater to safely get the bludger back to their side. That is 18, Shara Hirsch. Ashley hands the quaffle to Sam Hauser, number 23. Sam is joined by Emma Noble, number 61. We also have beater, number 49, Cassandra Pelviak. Payne with the beat. Missed shot by Sam. So when the whistle goes, sometimes folks' momentum carries them. You just saw Dana redirect Sam to go back a few steps. Tyler Harding will bring the quaffle up for Columbia and hand it off to Anaya. Anaya gonna run it down. Anaya getting wrapped up by Zach, holding her own, getting some help from Nivash. Tyler giving some direction. Anaya loses the quaffle, getting wrapped up by Rochester players. Nice beat by Payne on number 49, Cassandra Pelviak. Payton and Nivash maintain bludger control. We got a stoppage of play. Anaya's slow to get up. That is number 13 for Columbia, first-year chaser quaffle player. Looks like she's going to be subbed out by Ashton Johnson at chaser. For a first-year player and Anaya, a lot of these Columbia players, first-year players, hell of an athlete. We still got number 7 Mel out there. Still got Marcus Bailey, number 22. For Rochester, we still got Sam out there, number 23. Ashley Wilson still out there. Zachary Sobel Pressman still out there. Ashley hands it off to Sam. Sam's going to walk it up. Ashton's going to provide the pressure. Sam attempts to get it to Ashley for the quick score. Payne's giving directions like, let's go, let's move.
But backpedals significantly and passes it to one. There's a reset used, unfortunately.
It definitely seemed unintentional by Columbia to do so. For those new to Quidditch or just unsure of what a reset means, we have a midline similar to basketball, except you are allowed to cross back over it once, where in basketball, once you cross the midline, you're not allowed to go back over it. Otherwise, it turns into a turnover. So, essentially the same thing as basketball. You're just allowed one time to go back over, and then it's a turnover. Score is currently 50-30. Columbia's up by 2 scores. They still have bludger control. Rochester. Quaffle's in the hands of Zach. Zach yeets it across to Sam. Overthrown. Looks like it's going to be a turnover. Looks like Marcus Bailey, being the closest person, has to pick it up. And Marcus has a choice. They can either bring it in themselves or just pass it off to someone. They just have to do it within 5 seconds. Marcus elected to bring it in themselves. Gonna walk it up. Directing Tyler to go down low. Colin Gaines subbed in at beater for Payne J. Still keeping bludger control with Nivash. Marcus waiting for things to develop either with a lane or a look or a pass. We also got Maggie Shannon subbing in at chaser, number 26 for Columbia. Just narrowly misses that shot by Marcus. The hoop was there, it was open, just misses it. You might notice that sometimes the hoops get turned. Ideally, you want to do what you're doing right now as a goal ref to go turn that hoop. That way it gets back to fair and equal play. Sometimes you don't always have the opportunity to do so, and you kind of just need to adjust to how the hoop is. Actually, looking at the Columbia hoops, a couple of those look a little off. Colin doing a little pump fake. Nivash staying home. Bludger's down. Recovered. Mike's got the quaffle. There's pressure. High pass. Blocked by Tyler. Maggie recovers it. Gives it to Tyler. Good recovery by Maggie Shannon, number 26 for Columbia. Colin Gaines and Nivash still maintaining bludger control. In fact, Columbia's been maintaining bludger control a lot this game. Is that Joey?
Keep going.
I think that is Joey. I haven't said this young man's name today. Joey's out there at chaser number 52. If I'm not mistaken, also a captain for this Columbia team. Pass it off. Pump fake. Jesus. Woo. Connor Flatley, number 33. Little pump fake and a nice dunk on the taller hoop. Connor had a hell of a game for Columbia about an hour or two ago, getting the snitch catch and quite a few goals and assists to give Columbia their last victory. I believe that was over Marquette. Connor picking up where he left off, extending the lead for Columbia at 60-30. Ashton's playing point defense. Mike's got the quaffle. Malcolm Oren trying to provide beer support, gets beat out. Colin providing pressure. Jeanette's going to blow the whistle on some sort of shenanigans happening on the pitch.
Geico dunk of the day on that last play.
The Quidditch top 10 highlight version of ESPN's top 10 highlights for sure. Looks like Colin did some funny business, going to be off brooms and is going to have to tag up. And Ashton's going to sub out for Mel? Maybe an injury of some kind or something? Not sure, but Colin's going to go tag up. They still got bludger control, just one of those bludgers a little far back. Fiona Gaffney comes back in for Rochester. Allie Marcus is carrying a hoop for some reason. Off-pitch play. Nivash losing control. Might have gotten it back. It's a fight for it. Ooh, a nice high floater from Rochester's 35, Michael Perel.
Take it all the way now.
Ooh, good play by Nivash, number 10.
Wow, gets it in.
And another score for Connor Flatley, number 33. So, fun little detail about beater play. If you get hit as a beater with the bludger and it stays in the air, you have an opportunity to catch it and save the play and you don't have to go tag up. Nivaj executed that perfectly and was able to knock out the Rochester beater in the process. Score is 70-40. Still a 30-point game. That may have some significance once snitch on pitch starts, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Ooh, Lane. Missed shot by Mike. Christian Barnes has something to say about that play. I admire the creativity. I just don't think that you can intentionally kick the quaffle out of play.
Josh, jersey inside out. Flip your jersey. Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be a quaffle turnover for Rochester. It looks like Fiona Gaffney is going to recover that quaffle for Rochester. There's a lot of Columbia players in the way. Let's see what Fiona does with the quaffle. They're going to drive right. Passes it to number 30, Sailor. Got it. Recovered by Joey. Joey hands it off to Connor, and we got... There it is. So we've reached the 20-minute intermission. Teams go to their benches, deliberate, talk, and we get ready for probably one of the most unique phenomenons in sport, snitch on pitch.
So I was just saying, watch either turn it inside out or where just
might see our snitch now with the green hat and yellow shorts. Josh Ingram. Thank you. So, couple of things to narrate for folks at home that are either new or old to Quidditch. We've had some rule changes just to make sure we're all on the same page. In the past, the snitch ended the game. That is no longer the case. It's still possible, but it's not the only way to end the game. We are now going to what we call set score. Set score essentially says we are going to add 70 points to the highest score of the current teams. And as that is right now, Columbia leads 70-40. So now we're going to play the game to 140 points. First to get there wins. And you can do that a couple different ways. If you catch the snitch, that's still 35 points. That's awesome sauce. Or you can get it all done in the quaffle play. You just got to get 70 points in the quaffle play. Or both. Doesn't hurt to do both. Teams have been doing a variety of different strategies to get points however they can, but it's going to be pretty chaotic in the next like 5 to 10 minutes, so I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be exciting. Christian Barnes reminding everyone remount was called. And play begins where everyone left off. We're going to get some beater subs for Columbia. Connor's going to walk up the quaffle. It looks like Charlie's going to start at seeker for Columbia. A dodge bludger. Good move by Charlie. And we got the score for Columbia. I did not see it because now I'm watching the snitch play.
Number 88 snitching for Columbia. But also 23 from Rochester is trying to get in, but Rochester was beat. Looks like 88 might have been as well.
Juliana's got to be careful with her choice of words. Yes, that was the right call, but she can't make that call as a player.
All the way!
Ooh, high pass. Joey's there by themselves, but gets it. That is a score for Columbia. That's 2 quick scores. They are within 5. The score is 90-40.
Columbia might be looking to try to end this game quickly.
Ooh, good beat by Payton.
Back to
Christian Barnes keeping Payne accountable for following the rules of bludger play. Seeking for Rochester is none other than 23, Sam Hauser. Rochester has bludger control. Columbia playing some good defense. Looks like Rochester is turtling the quaffle. Looks like we got a clear beat call.
Columbia making a break for it again with another pass. Going around, but gets tackled.
Joey scores again
Fantastic
for Columbia. That's number
by
52.
What strong coordination we're seeing, not just between the typical pairs in Columbia, but between all the other players as well.
Juliana gets beat. We have a possible snitch catch by Sam Hauser. We will take a look and see. This could be huge for Rochester's momentum if the snitch catch is good. Definitely is going to keep them in the game. But we got to see if it's good.
nice job, 22.
And there it is. The snitch catch is good by Rochester. That is huge. Definitely brings them much, much closer into this game. They now have 75 points. Columbia still has 100. And we are still playing till a set score of 140.
150? 140, excuse me. You were correct.
140. Now the snitch and the seekers are off, and play will continue as it was before, just quaffle and bludger play. Chasers aren't able to slow down number 35, Mike Pereira. And Mike's able to get the score closer. It is now 100-85.
100 to 75 or 85?
85. They just turned it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Connor pump fakes it Joey. Gets it to Maggie. Maggie back to Connor. Connor back to Joey. Fiona's in Joey's face. Fiona gets beat by Juliana. Joey's got the quaffle. Zach steps up, back to Connor. Connor gets beat. Joey recovers the quaffle. Little shimmy. Zach's there to tie Joey up. Joey tries to get rid of the quaffle, and whistles are blown. Play is stopped. We have a yellow card on Rochester's number 53, Zachary Sobel-Pressman, for neck contact. Quaffle will go in the hands of number 52, Joey. Zach will come back into the game after a minute or when Columbia scores, whichever comes first. And there it is. So Zach is welcome to come back into the game with Joey's score. I believe that's a hat trick for the young man, number 52 out of Columbia. Joey Shea. Score is 110 to 85. Set score is 140. Columbia needs 3. Rochester is not done yet. Rochester's had some long games today that they have stayed in, very much so. Columbia as well. And there's that lane. Mike's driving. Ooh. Not quick enough. Not a bad look, just not quick enough.
But speaking of quick enough, Columbia number 33 making the drive, runs through the hoops.
Connor Flatley, number 33, wasting no time getting that quaffle down there. Keeper for Columbia.
2 more goals and Columbia wins this game.
Yep. 120 to 85. Jeanette calls for a remount. Multiple calls for a remount. Not sure what the delay is. Rochester will walk the quaffle up. Quaffle's in the hands of chaser Sam Hauser, number 23. Some bludgers are exchanged. Nevaj goes to tack up, recovers a bludger. Collins gains, jumps, dodges a bludger, providing pressure. Beats out Sailor. Connor driving down again. Sam attempting to slow him down. Goal is good by Columbia.
Great jump dunk on the part of that chaser.
Connor using that height to his advantage, aiming high and tall for that middle hoop. Columbia is 1 score away from wrapping this game up. Owens confirming that. 1 more. Quaffle's in the hands of Michael Pereiro, number 35. Supported by Beater, number 49. Cassandra Palvia. Mel's providing point defense, number 7 for Columbia. Oh. There's a beater's name that I haven't had a chance to say too much. As number 9, Megan O'Brien gets the beat on Michael. Connor's driving down again. What a shot!
I can't believe that went in.
I can't either, but it did.
It is. Goal is. Maybe goal is not good. We'll see what the refs say.
You know what? It's not a bad idea to just kind of like double check. There you go. Maybe there's something else that we missed, but nonetheless, the game is now over. Final score 140 to 85, Columbia over Rochester. Second win on a day for Columbia. Hell of a game from Rochester.
Our last game of the day is going to be Miami of Ohio versus University of Rochester, so we will be back soon. Also tune in tomorrow for bracket play starting at 8 a.m. More information about the bracket will be released tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you soon.